are you running? Why are you running?
Hey y'all, my name is Amber and today I'm back with another House of the Dragon episode. Last episode, we're still on some Harrenhal BS with the Daemon, which is going on entirely too long in my opinion. Alicent somehow was shocked when the team that was anti-female leader didn't want to give her a promotion again, and Rhaenyra, she is letting everyone walk all over her. She's not taking charge, and honestly, if she doesn't get that fire in her belly soon, she's gonna start to get on my nerves. If you guys would like the full-length reaction to this episode, my Patreon link will be down in the description below, and let's get into House of the Dragon episode 6. The Lannisters. They can't be up to any good. What the hell do they have in cages?
I have 500 fighting men, armed and full of spirit.
I bring 1,000 knights of my own, and 7 times as many archers and men-at-arms.
And lions?
We are ready to march at your command, my lord.
Tell my brother we are ready to march, as soon as Prince Aegon is able to join us on Vega.
So I guess the Lannisters, like, cockiness and arrogance has been a lifelong or centuries-long thing.
He dares to summon me.
There is a large dragon in the Riverlands, Your Grace. My brother's army is strong, but it does seem to
I am the
surprise me
Prince
that-
Regent, not a dog to be called to heel.
Yeah, I don't think that I would want to go to Harrenhal where there's a dragon and I don't have one either.
We will make an alliance with the Triarchy. I've had enough of this cursed blockade.
The Triarchy may play at accepting terms, but they are not to be trusted. Your father knew this.
The Dowager Queen speaks wisely, Your Grace. Even if the blockade could be broken, are we to invite these alien raiders into our waters so close to King's Landing?
It's time you set out for Harrenhal, I think.
He said, "You're gonna disagree with me, I'm gonna send you away."
Take what strength we have and force Daemon and his Riverlords to fight on 2 fronts.
His Grace speaks wisely.
You ass kisser.
I'll fly out to meet you when the time is ripe. My uncle is a challenge I welcome, if he dares face me.
You arrogant little shit. I don't think he's scared of you at all.
Mother? A word.
Oh god.
Boldness is one thing, but
Remind
overconfidence.
me of your place on the small council.
You know very well I represented your father during the last years of his life, and I have been a counsellor to Aegon.
Capably so. Father's dead.
She's still been doing this longer than you.
You have the impetuousness of youth, and its arrogance. Neither
Yeah.
of which is to be
I
desired in a
release
king.
you of your seat, such as it was. Sure you'll be much pleased to return to more domestic pursuits.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Have the indignities of your childhood not yet sufficiently been avenged?
I mean, boy, get over it. I was about to say, when you gonna put it on? She needs him. He's the only one that's been putting these people, like, in their place.
Bring him forth.
Who is this man?
I have lost Princess Rhaenys and her dragon,
Rest in peace, Queen.
and I must not go to battle myself, as I am constantly told, lest I am slain or captured, and with me are hopes of victory.
Yeah.
There is still Daemon, and Caraxes, and the Rivermen.
That remains to be seen.
Yeah, she has no idea what's going on with Daemon.
I need more dragon riders for Vermithor and Silverwing, and for SeaSmoke, who I believe misses his bond.
But there are no more in your family, Your Grace.
Not legitimized.
There is Princess Rhaenyra.
She has attempted it, alas, but the dragons here would not take her as a rider.
Oh damn, she tried all of them?
You are of noble birth, And I had always heard, as you know, that the Darklings and the Targaryens had some common blood. I looked into the history, and indeed it is true.
I will be damned if I'm gonna try and get on a damn dragon for a maybe chance it'll work. Hell no.
I must protest, Your Grace, the risk involved in such a venture.
I am but a man.
I think ultimately it's up to the people that are wanting to try it. It's their decision whether they want to take that risk or not.
I do not compel you to do this.
Yeah.
It has never been attempted before. To claim a dragon, you must also be prepared to die.
I well understand the risk, and I accept it with gladness.
There's no way. I don't want to die by fire at all. Oh god. Are we dreaming again? Are we gonna be banging our father next? Like, I'm so tired.
Did you say it? The heir for a day. Did you say it?
You can't possibly still be angry about this.
I would.
I have only ever defended you. In everything I've given you, you've thrown back in my face.
He's got a point. His dreams are guilt tripping him hard.
Open the door! Open the door!
Always trying to run away from his problems.
Please.
You ain't getting away this time, apparently. Oh. Never mind.
What are you playing at, old man?
I do wonder, Your Grace, if you're getting enough sleep. This old place is...
Are you mocking me?
You leave Simon alone.
You are an agent of the High Tower rabble.
Leave him alone.
Or are you still in league with your club-footed nephew? Or is it Rhaenyra herself?
I shot you.
Daemon is losing it.
Whatever your game is strong, I assure you, your king is on his guard.
Yes, Your Grace.
I bet Simon was like, I wish somebody would come get this crazy ass out of my castle, please. Yes, can we leave this place? Like, you are lost, sir. Even Caraxes is like, yeah, can we go now?
Someone poisoned me. Food, the wine. Or else it's this swamp air or...
The ghost of Harren the Black moaning his curses from Kingspire Tower.
The ghost, the curses, the blasted weirwood bed, I'm done with it.
Ah, yes, it is your way, is it not? When something does not please you, you run.
Yep.
There are older things in this world than you, or I, or a living memory.
She said things that she couldn't possibly know, and you still don't believe that there are ghosts and weird things going on in Harrenhal.
She never even wanted it. The crown. She spared it no thought.
And that's perhaps why your brother gave the crown to her. Perhaps those who strive for it are the least suited to wear it.
Don't lecture me!
Not always.
It's not a prize to be won, but a burden to bear.
Ain't that the truth? I wouldn't want it. I would want a little bit of privilege, so I didn't have to struggle every day of my life, but not enough that somebody would be wanting to murder me.
If you have any counsel for dealing with the River Lords, I'd be glad of it.
Daemon Targaryen asking for help?
Counsel?
It's asking for help.
House Tully is not the largest house in the Riverlands, nor is it the richest, but it is the most stable. They would kill each other to the last man if it were not for their liege lord.
I don't understand.
Tully is their lord paramount. Without him, they will never raise their banners as one.
I don't understand why they don't have a system in place where if somebody becomes, or the leader becomes incapacitated, that somebody else will take over. Like, they should have a backup plan. Oh, it's so pretty.
Do nothing now. In 3 days' time, the winds will shift.
Okay. I hope y'all have y'all's fire extinguishers ready. He's braver than I would be. Why are you touching your sword, dude? Ugh, I do want a dragon though so bad.
SeaSmoke,
Oh, it's SeaSmoke.
Doheras.
SeaSmoke's so pretty.
Rebas! Do not show fear.
Rebas.
Easier said than done. You gonna let him? Doesn't seem mad. He seems okay.
I've done it.
You ain't on its back yet. Why did SeaSmoke trick this? Oh my. Well, I do not blame that guy. I would absolutely rather cut my own throat than burn to death. SeaSmoke tricked that man, though.
The blockade is sure to be challenged, be it by lions or krakens. Your men will be glad to have you among them.
I wish you to sail with me.
There are more experienced men at your service.
I was younger than you when I took my first command. You distinguished yourself in the Stepstones.
Okay, so then do what Rhaenys told you to do and acknowledge them and raise them up.
I will expect you to report for your duties on the morrow.
I bet Adam would be happy to take it. I've seen people saying that this is the same maid that Aegon assaulted.
Makes you sick, doesn't it? Knowing they're banqueting every night at the castle, while we go without.
That can't be true.
I'll tell you, he's no penny pincher. They were well paid and well fed too. Racks of lamb, my love.
They're doing this on purpose.
King Viserys loved his feasts and his wine, but never while us small folk went without.
Aye. But he's gone now. And his rightful heir denied her seat.
They're trying to get people riled up.
SeaSmoke has fled Dragonstone, and Sir Stephen was a valiant knight. Most regrettable. I myself, if you recall, was in favour of treating with Lord Mutton. His numbers were few, but we may yet retake...
It is my fault, I think, that you have forgotten to fear me.
She slapped the audacity out of that man. Well... I don't know why he's all bitchy about the decision to have people try and get on these dragons. It's their choice whether they want to do it or not.
An ancient Valyrian beast would suffer a darkling to ride it.
Surely it was not the only possibility. Might there not be others among the highborn of the Seven Kingdoms?
And who will be so foolish as to try, after hearing what befell Sir Stephen?
I think... Doesn't everyone know that that's a risk?
There is good news to be had. The small folk of King's Landing are listening. They were ready enough to hear. The usurpers have abandoned them.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Will it be enough?
We have laid the kindling only. Tonight we will light it, and watch it begin to flare.
When it does, Aemon will put it down with force.
But it is harder to wage war abroad when you must also keep peace at home.
That's true. Keeping them occupied.
If I may, Your Grace, this becomes you.
Yep.
I'll take anything. Scraps.
Oh, they really...
Got enough sheep for your dragons then, but none for us. Where's our meat? We want meat.
Yeah, people are getting pissed.
Small folk have become restless.
So?
There is not food enough in the city.
So?
All the more reason Sir Tyler must break the blockade.
In the meantime, the people are hungry, and their anger is rising.
Why is this anger directed at us? Is Rhaenyra the Pretender who ordered the gullet closed and left them all to starve?
Because you're in charge.
It is the burden of authority.
Yep.
But you should not go it alone. It does occur to me that your grace has yet to name a hand.
No. No. Absolutely.
You take me for a fool.
On the contrary, my
I have
prince.
little patience for the self-important, Lord Larys. but even less for flatterers and lake spittles.
He clocked you.
I'll make it your responsibility.
My prince, it is an honor I've never considered for
No,
myself.
not to serve as hand.
He's a damn liar.
To fetch him. Send word to Otto Hightower.
Yeah, he's smart. That's exactly who he needs.
You're late.
I am
Not
happy to
Littlefoot.
report that His Grace the King has regained consciousness this morning.
Uh-oh. Is that cabbage or whatever they were putting on there?
I'll see my brother.
Oh, God.
Alone.
Y'all shouldn't trust him with his brother alone. Oh, he knows.
What do you remember?
You're a liar. I saw the way you freaked out.
You challenged me. Just foolish.
It was stupid. Like, why would he be honest about it when he can't even protect himself? I'd be like, I don't know, man. It was hell of a fall. I don't remember anything.
And I've decided there is nothing to be gained with fretfulness. Not all of us, I suppose, are called to great deeds.
Girl, you're still young. There's plenty of time for you to do some great deeds. Animal carcasses. Lots of burnt animal carcasses. Oh, look at the little baby dragon. It's so cute.
You misled me, my lady. There is a large dragon in the Vale.
But it's not protecting her.
It is large and formidable, but alas wild.
Yeah, it's not hers.
You know you're not fooling anyone. Lord Corlys has chosen to raise you up.
Is he shaving off his blonde hair?
You saved his life, brother. Do you never think about what could be ours? Or yours, anyway.
He hasn't even, like, acknowledged Adam this whole time, has he?
The sea snake would sooner have high tide claimed by the sea than call us his sons. Stop wasting your life waiting for something that'll never come.
Corlys is getting on my nerves with this.
They say you struck Lord Bartimus today. In view of
Yes,
the
she
staff and
did.
guard. The household is abuzz with it.
Good, maybe they'll shut up.
I bring to mind too much their mothers. Or their daughters. They've seen me a ruler.
My ruler is my mother.
You can be both, girl.
I have directed Lord Muton to march on Rook's Rest and sent another raven to the Vale to persuade...
We may marshal the strength of the Vale, Maidenpool, and all our allies besides. We need Daemon and his dragon.
May I be free for even 1 hour of the constant refrain of Daemon, Daemon, Daemon.
Your Grace.
She is tired of hearing about it.
My queen, our gift is sent.
What did they float? Oh, that's smart. Like, remember, I'm the one that fed you. She sent that that government cheese. I was about to say, that's not nearly enough, though, but okay.
You said it improved.
His Grace sleeps 9 hours of every 10. It is my sincere hope that His Grace will be spared.
And what will he be if he lives?
The Hound.
My letters. To my father.
There has been no word from Sir Otto.
Why is he ignoring her? She didn't fire him. Well, his wounds are looking a lot better than they were.
Gwaine. 'Tis well that I found you.
He does not like him.
I wondered if you'd heard from father. If
sent ravens to Highgarden and Old Town, but have had no reply.
I've heard nothing.
Strange there has been no word.
Otto Hightower is ever resourceful. He will send news when there is news to send.
Well, it's a bit rude of him to not reply.
My son Daemon. What's he like?
Does he not write to you?
Less and less these days.
Imagine not seeing your child and not knowing what they're like.
He's stalwart. Clever. As adept with his lute as he is with his sword.
Is he...
He's kind.
Okay. I was about to say, is he like his brothers, or...
Kindness is a quality I found lacking in his brothers.
Yep.
Yes, it seems the Red Keep, for all its privileges, may in fact be a less than salubrious environment for the forming of young men.
Was it the court? Was it their mother?
Probably both.
I must join Sir Kristen. Wish us luck, sister.
I shall pray to the warrior for your safe return.
I like her brother. I like that he's annoyed by Kristen just as much as I am. I'd have flipped his ass off for betraying me.
This one stopped singing. Isn't that strange?
I thought we might light a candle. For Aegon.
I wish I would send this sweet baby angel somewhere else to be safe. He's not gonna eat the dog, is he? I like that that dog keeps popping up though.
I came ashore in the middle of the night with gifts from the Queen. She thinks of us even now.
This was a smart move on Masaria's part. Look, somebody got the damn flags. Oh lord. Yeah, of course there's not gonna be enough to feed everyone.
Your Graces, we must leave. Now.
Y'all gotta stop taking this poor baby out of the Red Keep. Unless y'all are sending her away.
Tis the Queen of Fishes!
Oh, okay. Hey, just be glad it ain't a piece of poop. Oh god. Get her.
Get off! No! Sheathe your swords! Sheathe your swords!
Well, that was a... Oh, okay.
Sheathe your swords!
Yeah, Elsa doesn't want to piss them off anymore, but girl, I don't know if you're gonna be able to not. Get away from her. Yeah, see, that's what I was saying. I don't think you're gonna be able to not be violent with them. Get her out of there. Did she get cut?
No more.
My lord, only the Grand Maester instructed me to.
The king will be most eager for his draft in an hour.
Fuck that. Keep me passed out.
The drink takes the pain away, but it dulls your mind. Don't take heart, Your Grace. You've already written yourself into legend. You survived Dragonfire.
Let it dull my mind until my body is healed.
But I'm afraid you will never be whole. Orwell has exhausted his abilities. Your mind is all that remains to you. Do not say that gladly. People will pity you, either behind your back or in your presence. They will stare, and they will underestimate you. And this will be your advantage. No.
And you decided to take that and become an evil bastard.
Your brother rules in your place now, which means that your life is in danger. But I think you know that.
Oh, he knows. Laris is jumping the Aemon's ship because Aemon sees through his bull.
David, she's gone.
I'm sorry. You needed me.
And you ran.
I'm here now.
Your Grace, Lord Grover is dead. Young Oscar Tully is now Lord Paramount of the Riverlands. Riverrun's maesters have been at their wits' end. Our own
No.
Alice Rivers volunteered her renowned skills.
Either she foresaw his death coming, or she caused his death. Alright, Daemon, I hope your little soul-searching endeavor is over and you feel your guilt and you're gonna turn shit around and be done with this place now. Uh-oh. Flying kinda low there, ain't you, buddy? Oh, shit. He's circling him. Does he smell that dragon blood? I would be peeing all down my leg. Because dragons don't usually just attack random people who aren't messing with them. Then hey, go. That would be so terrifying. No, he knows. It's like, you look a lot like my last rider. Oh, he's so pretty. It's like a cat situation where cats choose you, you don't choose them.
My own son questions my capabilities. He thinks I need Daemon at my side. And Daemon himself.
He has ever done what suits Daemon.
So far.
He was everything I wanted to be. And I was what he wanted. Cherished by my father and made my father's heir. We were halves of a whole. He wished to possess me, but not to be possessed.
Well, of course.
And even if we somehow prevailed, how will I rule a kingdom when my own son doubts me?
It was my father.
That put that scar on your neck?
He had his pleasure with me. And when after many months of
Oh,
this,
no.
it became evident that his seed had taken root.
Oh god. Mm-mm.
There is a scar here as well.
Oh my god.
I cannot bear children.
I'm so sorry.
Swore to myself I would never trust another, and that oath has stood me well.
I hope your father's dead now.
You have seen me as worthy, as an equal even. Because of that, I will serve you. I believe you are meant to be queen.
I hope we can trust her. What are we doing here? Oh, girl! Now, if you're gonna do this, you should have done this with Alicent and spared the realm. There could have been peace. Oh.
Begging your pardon. The dragon SeaSmoke has been sighted flying over Spicetown. He has a rider.
Who?
Impossible to tell from the ground.
Yep. Okay.
I don't know who else it could be.
No, it's not a green.
Mother!
She's gonna go confront this man, and he's gonna be like, look, I did not steal this dragon. He wouldn't leave me alone. He was just minding his business. So it seems like Rhaenyra is starting to get her groove back. She's going around, you know, slapping people and whatnot. I'm really hoping that, you know, she finds that fire within her. It's like Elena Tyrell said, you're a dragon, be a dragon. Sis needs to step up and stop worrying about how all these people see her and just show them. You've got to show them your strength. You can't worry about what they're thinking or you'll just get in this self-fulfilling prophecy. Like, step it up, do something, you know? Like, I love her for her empathy and wanting to show restraint, but you gotta do both. You have to do both. You have to step it up and be strong and also be compassionate at the same time. It's like she was talking about, they see me as mother, daughter, blah, blah. You can be both. You can be a mother, a daughter, and be strong and be a leader. Be both. I'm really hoping that this is the end of the Daemon Harrenhal thing. It's cool. Like, I love supernatural elements, but at the same time, like, he's been there way too long. He's not even been in this fight because of it, and I just hope whatever issues he was going through in his head, this dream with Viserys has, you know, just given him some type of closure or helped him heal whatever the hell's going on with him, because I'm over it. With that being said, I'm going to tell you why I think Rhaenyra is the best person for the throne, and while, like, all of the arguments against her up until this point from the Greens are a bunch of BS. And yes, I know that Rhaenyra, I know what happens to Rhaenyra at the end of this, because I've watched Game of Thrones and I've also read the books, not Fire and Blood, but the Song of Ice and Fire books, but that's neither here nor there. So let's just start with the first issue the Greens had with Rhaenyra, which was her getting laid. This is just a huge double standard that we've seen all throughout history. It's bullshit. And I've seen people talk about, well, she lied to Alicent, but of course she did. Why wouldn't she lie to her? She knew how the hypocrites of Westeros would react to a woman outside of wedlock having sex, and Alicent was confronting her about it. Like, if she had sex, it was the equivalent of punching a puppy in the face. She probably didn't trust Alicent enough to be truthful with her. I don't give two shits about Ray having sex, because there's nothing wrong with sex. All human beings do it. It's not wrong, and it has zero to do with her leadership skills. That brings me to their next issue, was the fact that Rhaenyra had bastard children. They claim it's a matter of honor and decency, but let's be honest, the Greens they give zero shits about that. Rhaenyra and Laenor, they got married as a political alliance. They went into it with the understanding and promise that they were going to find love and happiness outside of their marriage. They even tried to have kids of their own, but obviously, for obvious reasons, Laenor couldn't perform. Rhaenyra broke no vows to her husband, and it's completely insane to me that people would expect her to go the rest of her life without having any kind of intimate relationship or any type of love. We are human beings. We need that type of connection. And I know someone will say, well, that's not the issue. The issue is bastards can't inherit the throne. And to that I say, technically, Rhaenyra's children aren't bastards because the king declared them as legitimate, and so they are. Also, let's be so for real right now. Rhaenyra's sons, who were raised and loved and cared for, turned into way better human beings than Alicent's sons, and it makes them so much more suited for the throne. And Rhaenyra's sons being born bastards is once again something I do not care about, because it has zero effect on whether she would be a good leader or not. The biggest reason I think Rhaenyra is best for the throne is because of her empathy. You cannot be a good leader without having empathy for those you're ruling over. You just can't. You know, people like Aemon and Daemon, they're good at, you know, strategizing and fighting, but being a good soldier does not automatically make you a good leader. She has been the only one that has shown restraint, and she has done everything in her power to avoid an all-out war. And yeah, technically they've been at war, but there's a huge difference between soldiers fighting each other and dropping nukes on people. And I mean, the dragons are nukes. I saw someone say that if she would just give up the throne, this all could have been avoided, but to that I say, why the hell would she? Aegon sure as hell isn't fit to rule, and she believes that it is her destiny to protect the realm from a much bigger threat that's coming, so why the hell would she just give it up? I agree with a lot of what people have been saying about Rhaenyra needing to step it up here lately, and I completely agree with that. She has been just letting people run all over her and talk over her, and she needs to get that fire back, and I think this episode we're starting to see that. But she also needs to hold on to that empathy. You know, it's all a balancing act. Because if you rule with fear and you don't care about the people that you're ruling over, they will eventually rise up against you. And if you know, are too much of a pushover, too lenient, then yeah, they're gonna think that they can do whatever the hell they want, and they might rise up against you. So I've always felt like ruling is a lot like being a parent, only on like a much larger scale. You know, you want them to feel safe and loved and cared for, but you also want them to know that if they step out of line, there are consequences to their actions. So yeah, Rhaenyra to me is the best option for the throne, and she will remain so until she gives me a reason to think otherwise, and then I'll gladly eat my words. But yeah, you guys let me know what you thought about this episode down in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next one.